Welcome to the Deprogram Show. I'm your host, RMJR. Man, we got a very special guest in the building, man. We got a legendary producer, man, has produced many tracks throughout the city, has produced for many legendary artists in and out the city. We're going to get into this in this very interview right here. We got the one, the only, Mr. Ducky Devito right here on the Deprogram Show. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on with you, man?
Man, I can't call it, man. So, man, you got a long journey, man, a long journey. And we going to get right into it, man. So, man, what got you into doing beats? Like, how did it all start for you?
Well, I say it initially started with my mama because, on Saturday mornings, everybody mama cleaned up on Saturday morning. So she used to play like a lot of music and I was so into the music. But really what got me into making beats was 8th grade year. My cousin JoJo, shout out to JoJo, long live JoJo, he did now. He came to my aunt's house with a tape. Now, don't know who was on the tape at the time. He was playing the tape. And then I heard it. It was some futuristic shit I have never heard of. And at the time, I didn't know about Coop. I didn't know about none of these things. But it was Coop and the Psychos.
So,
And this when I was in 8th grade. So when I heard that, I was like, all the shit that I thought I couldn't do, like all the music that I was like, okay, it's not obtainable. I can just listen to it. I can't make it. He made it made it to where I knew it could be made. You know what I'm saying?
and what year was this?
97. I don't want to say 96, 97.
Okay. Boy, it's so how did you end up hooking up with Coop? Cause we
this what happened. My cousin JoJo used to be at my house. So I just was like, shit, I want to meet this dude that's making this music. Because I always wanted to make music, just didn't say obtainable because I didn't know nothing about equipment. I didn't know nothing. So when I knew I could make music, JoJo just was always pushing me. So I think JoJo kind of went to Cooper's like, I got a little cousin and want to make music. But at the time, Coop just was, everybody was at Coop's house. So Coop didn't care who was up there. So I used to start going up to Coop's house when everybody was up there making music. And Coop was making beats, everybody was rapping. I used to just go up there as the little half pint cousin just tagging along. And somehow Coop just kind of like, I don't know if he just took a liking to me just because I was just so, I just want to be around the music. I guess he just like being cool and he just kind of taught me how to make beats.
So, and what year was this?
Yeah, it's right about the same year, about 96, 98. I mean, 96, 97. So 98 is when I went to 9th grade. So by that time, I was making beats.
So you learned how to make beats in middle school?
Yeah, middle school.
So what was if you can remember, what was the first track you produced?
Well, the first track I actually produced myself and it got heard was on the Sam Thuggalation album. It's called Fuck With Me was the song. And I made that my dad bought me a beat machine. He bought me a Roland R70 beat machine. And I had made a whole bunch of beats on just a beat machine. And my other cousin, which is House Wolf, everybody know House Wolf was the engineer for Fam at the time. He had came over to my aunt's house, which my aunt just got the famous house when he was about to go over that part. So he came over there, and I guess JoJo had told him that I made beats. And he heard it, and he wanted to deal with me on making music. So my first real making a song with doing the beat and it's going for a song was Ham Thuggalation Fuck With Me.
So let me ask you this. Back in the day, it used to be a group, a beat like a production team. Triple X Beats. Was you a part of that?
I didn't officially get to be a part of Triple X Beat till around the time me and Coop was in college. So that was around about 2002.
Oh,
Like Coop would deal with me on making music and show me how to do work the equipment, but he didn't officially feel like I was in Triple X Beats until I got to college.
okay. So from Coop, how long did you and Coop work together?
Well, and we officially started really working together when I got to TSU. He was staying in these apartments on Hammond Street in TSU. So I used to go over there and he taught me how to sample and use the equipment that he had over there because he had like slightly different equipment there than he did when I first met him at his aunt house. But he it was right about 2002 and we got it cracking in. I forgot what the exact question you asked, but
No, I was saying how long did y'all work together?
I can't really put a time because I think 2002 up until like 2004 or five. Because I'm not trying to skip ahead, but I think I did Big Stacks. I started working with Big Stacks around about 2008, I think 2007, 2008. So right up until when I started working with Big Stacks, it was me and Coop working together. So I'd say like 2002 up until 2005, 2006.
So what song is it? Any songs that we don't know that y'all produced together that came out?
No, not really. I did no, we was just making a lot of beats. I can't remember that anybody ever just rapped on. But at the time I was hanging out with him and he was taking me to different people where he was selling beats and he allowed me to sell beats. So a lot of people was rapping on my personal beats, but me and his beats together, I don't think too many people rapped on those. We was just making a whole lot of beats.
Okay. So it started with Coop. Then from Coop, what happened? Well, how did y'all branch off?
Well, Coop, I at the time I was kind of following Coop's sound, so it's like, Coop had a sound at the time. It was more of a like band sound, and I had that sound, and at the time, Coop had got this keyboard from Mike J. I don't know if you know Mike J from Boone Heights.
From Boone Heights, Mafioso click Mike J.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Mike J let him keep this rolling Phantom keyboard, and I just started making beats on that. And then my beats started to sound a little different. And that's kind of when I found my sound. Now, at that time, like just kind of skipping ahead, but I had got introduced to Big Stacks. So when Big Stacks heard my beats, he was really messing with it. So I started just making beats for Big Stacks. And then that's kind of how we branched out. I started doing that. And he was just doing his own thing.
Okay. So you talked about having your own sound. So I gotta ask you, how many producers? I'm gonna start on a local level. How many producers in the city do you feel like got their own sound that's not mimicking other people? Because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of what we hear, and they get mad at me on this one. A lot of what we hear is mimic. It's not original. I'm gonna just be quite honest. So how many producers do you feel got their own sound?
In the city, it's a couple. Like honestly, Mike Mike Myrtle, Mike Stallone. He didn't sound like nobody. Wayne at the time, Wayne on the beat, he really didn't sound like nobody. He had more of a sound click sound at the time. But he just he out of here. He got platinum plaques. He pretty much didn't sound like nobody. Uh Coop had his own sound. Like, Coop got his own sound. When you hear Coop, you know it's Coop.